All right, just finished our coffee. Now I believe I'm going to go along this edge. Looks like I can walk down kind of like natural steps there. Like I said, it's slippery, but I'm going to hold on here, and I think I'm going to, should I turn the camera off? I don't know. If I don't turn the camera off and I fall, you won't see it until I upload it, so you'll know I'm okay. So if you don't see it uploaded, you won't know, right? So yeah, I'm gonna put the camera away. Hey, Tony here with Random Adventures. We're on another random adventure. Today we're in State Game Lands 211. I believe it's, well, I think right now we're in Lebanon County. We drove up from Dauphin County as you come up the mountain here. Now we're starting the trailhead in Lebanon County. And if you were to follow this out a little bit further, you'd be in Schuylkill County. So all three counties kind of merge at this one section here. But I did come up Gold Mine Road. Now where we're at and where we're going to, so yes, we are on the state game lands, but we're going to a place called Boxcar Rocks. Now you can look that up on Google Earth. It'll say, just type in Boxcar Rocks, maybe put in PA, but it should come up with just Boxcar Rocks, also known as the Chinese Wall. Now, originally, it was known as the High Rocks. And so I'm right outside of Tower City. And supposedly during the Depression, this was a very common place for people to come and picnic. Also, the Native Americans used this site during hunting parties where they would send up smoke signals from these rocks to the Blue Mountains and other hunting parties. Sounds like a cool place. I've seen some pictures. I'm excited to get there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around this gate, go up this old logging road here, just up this way. And we're going to go probably about 4/10 of a mile. And from what I understand, you make a right in as soon as you start seeing pine trees. You go through a little pine grove, and then there they are. So let's get going. Let's get hiking and do another random adventure. All right, let's get going. So you're just going to continue up this road, and like I said, it's only about 4/10 of a mile until we turn off, according to the directions that I read. And looks like it goes uphill and around this corner. If you hear me huffing and puffing, it's because I'm getting out of breath. You may not, but I will. But oh, wow, yeah, a lot of small pine trees. Very cool. Like I said, we're just walking up a log road, but I really like this type of ground cover. You can see it. I always call it like little Christmas trees. Really neat stuff. This mountain laurel, a lot of pines, really cool. And that's just in the beginning of the walk here. So let's keep going. Okay, we start hitting some pine trees, and from what I understand, just as you get to the pine trees, you should start looking for a path on the right. Let's see, here we go. So if you can see right here, there's a rock marked with a red paint. So I'm going to call that a marking red blaze. So let's see. Well, it looks like a trail right here. And oh yeah, and an arrow. Perfect. All right, so we're going to take a right and head on into the pines. Okay, we got this really large pine tree right in the middle of the trail. Look at that root system. That one root goes all the way down there. But I can just start to make out Boxcar Rocks through the woods here, and we're coming to a clearing. So I know it's really foggy, so I think what I'm going to do is try to make some coffee here soon. Obviously, coffee on the trail. So probably make some coffee, try to let this fog burn off a little bit so that if there is any possibility of a clearing, that we would actually be able to see way out in between the mountains here. But if not, at least we're gonna see what we came here to see, and that's Boxcar Rocks. All right, let's take a look together. All right, just see it starting to, wow, yeah, man, I don't think this camera's doing much justice, but that is really big. It's almost to the top of the trees out there. Wow. So that runs all the way down through. It's an opening there between them, and then they start up again over on the right hand side. All right, which way to go? Let's go right. All right, we're gonna walk up there and see if we can get on top of it. All right, we're right at the base of what's known as Whalehead. And looks like a small scramble up some rocks here. Let's get that done. Oh, not bad. Not bad at all. I guess with the fog, they are a little slippery right now. I don't want to say really slippery, but just definitely watch your footing. The rock is a conglomerate rock, which has, looks like quartz pebbles in it. I don't know if we can see that here. That's all the quartz that's in the rock when it formed. But yeah, no, we're right here. Nice. Like I said, pretty foggy. Wow. Let's look to the right and just pan across here. Whalehead. Large pine tree growing up right there. Looks like a place to maybe climb down to get on the lower side. We'll go down there, but I think first we're gonna go up there. All right. All right, let's take a walk underneath the Whalehead. So we got the Whalehead right here. The jaw and the prominent part of the head. And we're just looking at through the gap underneath. Let's take a walk out and to the edge here, and there's the edge. I'm gonna come out to the edge, not too close. So there's my foot, there's the edge. I'm not going any closer. But that is the view from right below the Whalehead. Not much of a view because of the fog. I'm sure I can just make out the mountain that's on the other side there. But yeah, look at this. Looking down the south face of the wall, and we're going to go down there in a bit, but this is the south face of the wall. Let's look around the corner here. All right, yeah, there's about 33 climbing routes I read, so there's bolts already in to clip onto. I'm sure if I see them I'll point them out to you, but supposedly there's about 33 climbing routes on this wall on the south side. There's people that come up from other states to climb these rocks. Really cool. Really neat. All right, so well, we're under the Whale's Head, and let's start a walk down the north side and see if we can't figure out a way to get up on top. So let's get going that way. Just leaving the Whale's Head, and we're going to make it up on the back side. Like I said, just watching where I step, where I put my hands. Wow, okay. Big opening through the rocks here. Wow, let's get up there. And looks like a good path that way too, but let's check this out. Wow. I'm going to try not to say wow too much, but sometimes you just can't help it. Yeah, very neat. Yeah, I mean, this opening's big enough. I'm 5'8" and I'm standing up in it. That's cool. All right, so look down over the edge and a pan to the right of the wall. And then a pan crossed and left of the wall. Like I said, we're still working our way. And this is a shot of me standing up inside of it. So you can see here I am. And looking through on the north side, this is what we just came through. And that's the clearing down there. So really neat. All right, let's keep going. Well, there's a small ledge here. Looks like it dead-ended out. I mean, if it was dry and I had a rope, that would be a little different. So we're gonna make our way back down to where we started. Like I said, there's a way up here, but that's going to require a little bit of scrambling, and I got a camera and I'm trying to film this, so I am not going to do that, especially being here alone today. So not good, but I really want to get up top of there. All right, let's make our way back down to the side here and see if we can't do that. Looks like a collapse. Oh, we might be able to get up here. So let's check it out. Yeah. Very neat. All right. Look at that fern growing on the rock. Man, a lot of moss. Very neat. Man, it just goes on. I think when I measured it on Google Earth, it goes about a half a mile towards Schuylkill County, running along this sharp ridge, it's called. Yeah, very neat. Okay, I was just down there and made it up through that crack there. Had to put the camera away, obviously. But now we're not on the very top, but this is the other end of the Whale's Head. It's down about maybe 20 yards that way, and just pan across this little opening. And then it actually continues out. So we're going to continue to explore the top of this. I don't know that I'm going to get up to the very top, but like I said, we'll walk along here a little bit. Like I said, it's a little slippery because of the fog, and was raining a little bit, but you can see the conglomerate rock with the quartz in it, and then up above here it's more smooth, so less quartz. You can see where it kind of broke away, and that's how basically they were formed. Was you can see these quartz veins, conglomerate, more heavy, and then more sediment towards the edges. It just kind of erodes away and breaks off. But what created the actual large boulders is the erosion between them, which formed what now looks like boxcars. All right, let's keep going out this way. Oh, this is really neat. Okay, so as you can see, that's a drop off about, oh, good 20 feet. And we're just swinging around here. Let's take a look underneath here. Oh, that's cool. Goes all the way through. Couldn't climb through there, but you could actually get inside of there. Really neat. Like I said, the Native Americans at one time, let me spin this around. They used this kind of as a camp, and rumor has it that they would send up smoke signals to other hunting parties in the valley and over on the other mountain, and probably along this mountain too. Like I said, I can see why they used it. Really a high point. That's one of the reasons it was called High Rocks, because it's almost the highest point on the ridge here. But yeah, very cool. Yep, so we're just making our way down along this, heading towards the Whale's Head. Like I said, I don't know if we'll actually get out to the tip of it, but I'm going to spin you back around here to look, see what we're going through. But yeah, just another step down, and so there's all these crevasses in between the rocks. See some graffiti even found its way up here. All right, but yeah, I can get up there as well. So I'll put the camera away and go see how much further I can get. Okay, I lost a layer because it's getting warm. I took my backpack off because I'm going to work my way up a little higher. Okay, this is about as high as I'm going. I can go up a little bit higher, which I just stepped down from. As you can see, there's a large crevasse here, and this is a long ridge. This is the one that's got the Whale's Head on it. That's the big pine right at the base of the Whale's Head. We were way over there. We came up that side and then went around this large drop off here, climbed up over there. We were down in there, and I just came up here, And you can see this is the top of the ridge. I'm going to go up, just get a good handhold here. I'm going to just get up a little bit higher. All right, and then raise you up. And then that's what I'm looking at. Really neat. Very, very cool. All right. Well, for now, let's get back down. So, yeah. All right, let's turn around and head more down that way. Like I said, I still want to get to the bottom of the south side, but there's a couple of different paths. But I'm just here again in awe that a place like this is around here. Okay, so you got to come out. If you bring kids, just watch. You know, don't let them get too far out of your sight or climbing around, because it could be very dangerous. You know, fall down in. And also, I did notice that there's some decaying leaves and stuff, and I took a stick and just poked through one, and it dropped down into a hole. So be careful where you step, even if it, make sure it's a rock. Don't step on just leaves, because it could be decaying leaves over a gap in between the boulders, and you'd fall down in. So don't want to do that. All right, let's get going. Okay, on top of Boxcar Rocks, or Chinese Wall, or the High Rocks, whichever way you want to refer to it. But we just went out that way a little bit. I'm getting thirsty for a cup of coffee, so it's all this rock here. So I'm going to set up and go ahead and have some coffee on Big Rock. Or not Big Rock, but Boxcar Rock. cup of coffee. Man, Boxcar Rocks, amazing place. I was hoping the fog would burn off so you could actually see the view a little better. But what we came for is the rocks. Not necessarily the view, but I can see the clouds are starting to burn off just a little bit. It's getting late in the day. I've got to hike back to the car, and I didn't get to the lower part. Like I said, the rocks are a little slippery, so kind of sketchy. Don't want to be doing that by myself. I mean, we did go up, but it's a 50-foot drop on the other side. I think I can find a path, but I think it's going to take me a little bit of time to do that. So why don't you come out, do your own adventure to Boxcar Rocks, and find a way down there. I know there's a way down there because climbers are down there coming up at different times. Like I said, there's climbing routes here. Check some of the climbing apps. I'm sure if you put in Boxcar Rocks, some will come up. I think that's what I did. Yeah, no, I got to hike off this rock here and get back to the car. But again, thanks for coming along. I'll talk to you on the way out right before I get in the car, but I'm going to finish this cup of coffee. All right, just finished our coffee. Now I believe I'm going to go along this edge. Looks like I can walk down kind of like natural steps there. Like I said, it's slippery, but I'm going to hold on here, and I think I'm going to, should I turn the camera off? I don't know. If I don't turn the camera off and I fall, you won't see it until I upload it, so you'll know I'm okay. So if you don't see it uploaded, you won't know, right? So yeah, I'm going to put the camera away. Okay, we just made it across that ledge, and now we're going to head down here. I did put the camera away because I actually had to turn completely opposite. I had to face the rock and then walk along that ledge to get over to this, what looks like natural steps. So I think I'm comfortable with filming this part going down. So let me just go ahead and get started. But yeah, you can see there, just like natural steps. So this is a good way to get up on there. Just like I said, you can just be careful. Okay, almost back to the car. heading downhill, down the mountain, and back to the car. And I want to thank you for coming along. Hit like and subscribe, and I will see you on the next random adventure. All right, let's get back to the car. Another walk by video.